Hey, how you doing? This is David Espinoza with ESPI's Opinion. Again, I'm going to be giving my 2 cents. It's probably only worth 2 cents. I am a die-hard Raiders fan. Been a Raiders fan since I was 7 years old. That's 40 years of being faithful to the black and silver. All right? So, I am not a 49ers fan. Mr. Kaepernick, just because you're a 49er, I'm not really a fan. But I will tell you this. I was in the Marine Corps and I was in the Army. And I believe in freedom of speech. There are very, very few things that I will not abide, okay? At least in my presence. And the biggest thing is flag burning. That is the one thing, no matter who's doing it, I don't care who you are. If you do it in front of me, you're going to find out who I am quick, fast, and in a hurry. Now, this opinion is about you sitting down during the national anthem. Guess what? I agree with you. I think you have the right to sit down during the national anthem. I believe you have the right to protest for what you believe in. I believe that whatever it is you think is going on that you're protesting against, you have the right to protest in the manner you choose. And the manner that you're choosing is to sit down during the national anthem. I fought. I left blood, I left bone, and I left flesh in other countries around this world so you can have that right. Now, understand this. Just because I believe you have that right doesn't mean I actually agree with the fact that you're sitting down during our nation's national anthem. Understand that right now. I think it's a big slap in the face to the military that has protected your right. But everybody that has been in the military, we go in with a preconceived notion that we're doing something to mean something in this country. Number one is the protection of the freedom that people have in the United States. All right, that being said, let's look at it the way I look at it. The way you're looking at it is one thing, the way I look at it is a whole different thing. This is a deal, okay? Do you have the right to sit down during the national anthem? Yes. Do I believe you should stand? Yes, I do. You are a public figure. You are a sports person. You're an athlete. And from what I've read and what I've researched on you, you're a fantastic athlete. I think you've lost your way a little, but I think that you do have the way to do something very, very good for this country. Okay? Now, that being said, you are not only a great athlete, but you make a lot of money. Granted, the government takes a lot from you. There's no doubt that is a 100% fact that your contract for $100 million or more, the government takes their piece. But the thing is, the government would take a little bit less if you went ahead and opened a foundation, if you opened an organization, or if you had your own nonprofit. All right? That money that you could put in there can be used to battle what you're protesting against. Okay, the thing is that I believe everybody is a part of their environment. Their environment is what makes them who they are. Okay, just a small little bit of me. Okay, I grew up when I was from when I can remember to the time I was 14 years old. I never had a parent that told me they loved me. I was thrown out in the street at 15. I lived in the street, in a park, on a bench, under a bench, in a bathroom. I lived that way. For almost a year, I lived out in the street. I was picked out of the street by a friend of mine's parents. Okay? The Perez family and the Gonzalez family. They were the ones that took me from the street and gave me the ability to graduate high school. Understand this right now. If it was not for them, I would have never graduated high school. That is a 100% fact. And I would be dead by the age of 21. There's no doubt. All right. Now, the Perez family and the Gonzalez family, Mary, Sam, Mary, and Frank, all right, they were the first first adults that ever told me that somebody loved me, that they cared about me. And they showed it. They took me into their home. They did not have to do that. All right? Reason I say that is because you were taken into a home by a loving family. That family is definitely not the same race as you. You have half the same race and half another race. And I understand that. I understand that you feel that you have to go ahead and look at yourself in the mirror and you are a black person, or you're not a white person, or you're a mixed person, whatever you are. Only you can go ahead and say who you are. But that being said, you have a way to change the lives of thousands of kids. Let's understand this right now. If I had the kind of money you had, okay, I'd be having fun like you. I'd be doing my own thing. But at the same time, I can 100% guarantee you I would change the lives of thousands. And those thousands that I help would change the lives of thousands more. Just by one person helping another person who helps another person, paying it forward. It's straight and simple. Okay? We are what we come from, our environment. It's not how we're raised is determines who we are. All right? Apparently you had a great upbringing. I'm going to tell you right now. I saw your stats. I saw in the research I did of you from your high school days to your college days. Brother, I don't even know why you're playing football. You should be a baseball player like there's no tomorrow. You should be playing America's game. All right? But you chose football. Why? Because you're talented. You have the talent and the drive and the ambition to be more than what you are. That's the other thing, more than what you are. All right? You can establish an organization, a nonprofit, that can help inner city youth with better education, a way out. The thing is that it's not up to us to determine what people around us do. It's up to us to do something, okay? You made a mention that police officers are part of the government. They're a public servant. They are not part of the government. They are a public service person. They go ahead and put their lives on the line every day. Understand this right now. I get it. All right. Yeah, they go ahead and they look at a black person, they look at a Mexican, they look at anybody who's other than white, and sometimes they make a choice like, you know what, are they kind of shady? Am I going to approach them? Am I not going to approach them? Usually it's they'll approach you. Okay. But just look at the statistics. Okay. All the places where there's been shootings, where a police officer shot somebody, where a police officer shot a black person, where a black police officer shot a black person, where a police officer that was white shot a black person. It doesn't matter. All right. The black on black crime. That is non-public service people. People that are not a police officer, a fireman, or somebody in the public eye. That is the much greater crime. They cause more crime on themselves than anybody. Black people kill black people more than anybody. Now, granted, okay, whenever you see a story on television, they make a big deal out of, police officers killing a black kid. All right, I'll give you that. It happens. Should it happen? No, it should not happen. People should be trained correctly. People should go ahead and do the right thing. But I'm going to tell you right now, when you're put in a situation where you fear for your life, there's only two ways you're going to do this. One is fight or flight. Okay? Now you're going to fight or you're going to go ahead and run. You're going to flight. It's simple as that. There's no middle ground to this. All right? As a military person and involved in the things I've been involved with and the things that I have done in my military career, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a fighter. I will run into a burning building to save somebody's life, not caring one little bit about my own. Because that other person to me means more than I mean to me. That being said, I have kids. I have 8 daughters and 2 sons. And I worry about them all the time because I'm a parent. All right. Being a parent of a kid, that alone just raises your awareness of everything that's around you at all times. That's the way it is. Okay. I understand that you went from an upbringing with a white family and you had a pretty good life, but you are the one that decided that you were going to change you. You're the one that studied hard, got that 4.0. You're the one that tried hard in Pop Warner, tried hard in baseball, whatever sport you picked at the time when you were young. You're the one that decided that you were going to put it to the grindstone and get stuff done. All right. Now, I understand a lot of people's views. A lot of people's views change over time. Okay. Maybe now you want to be considered more black than you are white. Okay. I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to go ahead and be with your people or what you want to consider your people. All right. I'm going to tell you right now, the people that love you are your people. Whether they're white, black, Hispanic, Asian, Korean, yellow, green, blue, purple, red, it does not matter. The people that love you should determine who you are. All right? Reason being is because that determines who you are in life and what you do in life. I'm going to tell you right now, I get it. I noticed in all my research of you, the moment you started being more militant or more proactive, or you wanted to be more in the public eye and you wanted to go ahead and make a statement, was when you started dating. Dude, I get it. All right. I 100% get it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I share my significant other's views. All right. I protect her views. It is my job to protect her. Even though we're equal partners in everything we do, it is my job to make sure that she's safe. And I will do that with my dying breath. If we go to a movie and somebody comes in shooting, guess what? I will make sure that she's alive, not caring about myself. Other people in the theater, I will care more about their lives than I will my own. I feel sorry for anybody that comes in to any public place and tries to shoot it up with me in the room. I'm not saying I'm not going to die. I'm not saying I'm invincible. But I'll tell you what, my PTSD does not allow me to turn my back to that door. I see everything that comes through any door in my house, in a restaurant, in a movie theater, anywhere I am. Anybody that's walking, anybody that's talking, I hear what I want selectively. Yeah, my hearing sucks, but I am very selective in what I hear. All right. I listen to everything I can. I watch everything and everything. A lot of times I'm told, you know what, you're not paying attention. My problem is I'm paying too much attention. Okay. One of the reasons I put this video together is because my daughter said that I should. Because she knows my views and my values. Because I try to instill them in all my kids. Whether they're in my life, out of my life, whether they're part of my life, or whether they will be part of my life, or just don't want nothing to do with me. I try to tell my kids the truth. Here's the truth for you, sir. I think you should stand for the national anthem. I believe that you should find a different way to protest, probably during the national anthem. The best protest I have ever seen in my life was the picture of 2 black men, one silver, one gold, holding one fist up in the air, calling for unity. All right? It was to go ahead. They bowed their heads for the national anthem. They knew they were a part of the American dream. They knew they were a part of the American greatness. They did not bow to anybody. They bowed for you, for the American public, for this country. Now, did they put one hand up in the air to go ahead and show that they wanted to say something? Yes, they did. And you know what? They did it without disrespecting the national anthem of this country because they were proud to be American. You cited on one of your tweets the Black Panther Party. They were a militant group, but they did a lot of good. A lot of people don't want to go ahead and look at that. They don't want to see the inner city lunch programs that they created. They don't want to see the after school programs that they created where they help kids with their homework. They don't want to talk about how they did so much good, because they did. But it all comes down to one thing. Does 5 good things, is it negated? Is it go away the moment somebody does one bad thing? In everybody's opinion, yes, it does. Okay? You could save 1,000 people, but you murder one person, and you're a murderer. You're not a savior of 1,000. You're a murderer of one. And you will be judged by that. You won't be judged by your good things. Every time somebody does something wrong on television, every time somebody murders a bunch of people, they always go to the neighbors. Hey, can you talk about Mr. Smith? Oh, you know what? He was always quiet. He was such a good man. But do you know that he had people in his refrigerator and he was eating there? Hey, want a finger? You know, that kind of thing? No. Nobody knows these things. All right? Because a person's private life is private. That's part of your freedom. You have the right to say whatever you want in private and in public. And since you are a public figure, you should watch what you do more than anybody, because you are a hero to many, many people. Not just people. You're a hero to kids. All right? Children look up to you. They will do what their hero says. That alone should make you stand. I'm telling you right now. The fact that you are a hero to some child somewhere in the United States or any other country, that's the reason to stand, because you stand for America. All right? There are more good people than there are bad people. Make yourself known in a way that does not offend people that fought for you, because we did that. We fought for you. We bled for you. Some died. Some will never, ever know the freedom to sit in front of the TV and watch your game. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that I've lost some soldiers that were 49er fans. And I'll tell you right now, they'd be disgusted. Only because the free, even though we fought for that freedom for you to protest however you feel, there are some times you have to ask yourself, am I right in doing so? Am I offending anybody that goes out of their way to make sure I have that freedom? But understand one more time, you have that right. Nobody has the right to tell you you do not have that right. I know for a fact I fought for the right for you to do it. And if I'm saying you can do it, trust me, you can fucking do it. All right? That's the way it is. I'm sorry for cussing. It's just, I'm sorry. I apologize. But understand, I hope that one of these days, not only do you stand, maybe instead of facing the flag during the national anthem, face your fans. Raise your hand and show them that you have something to say. You have a public forum. You have a pulpit. You have a way to go ahead and be on stage and talk to millions of people. Do it. Now that you got the attention on you, you got your 15 minutes for sure. Understand this, right? As a sports figure, as a sports hero, as an athlete, you already have a stage. But now you've made it larger than life. Be larger than life. All right? Go out there and do the good thing. All right? Your average salary for your team is over $750,000 per person on that team. I'm pretty sure you can get an organization, a nonprofit, that will help inner city youth. I know I read in your biography or in your bio that you're all about kids. All right? You want to contact me, you go ahead and do so. david.espinoza43@gmail.com. All right? You contact me and I'll help you. I don't want nothing. I want zero. But if I can help you, help that 1,000 who can help another 1,000, who in turn helps another 2,000, brother, I'm all in. But do it. Do something. All right? You know the government wants your money. Don't give it to the government. Give it to your own organization. I have an organization that I take care of that I'm trying to do that helps veterans and their families every day. Every day is a struggle for me because I'm always trying to get somebody to believe that I will do the right thing, that I have the internal fortitude to do the right thing, to help the people I'm telling them I'm going to help. And guess what? I help them every day. All right? This is SP's opinion. And, sir, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say go 49ers because it's go Raiders, baby. I'm telling you, this year we're going to win at least 7. All right? But, Mr. Kaepernick, I wish you well. Fight the good fight. Don't give up. Be who you've been all the way up until now. Be strong. Be hopeful. Take pride. And listen to those people that see you as a hero. Because I'm going to tell you what, the worst thing in the world is to see your hero fall face first and not be that hero anymore. All right? You have the means. Use it. Again, this is David Espinoza with SP's Opinion. Give me a holler. Go ahead and send me an email. I actually added you on Twitter so I could send you this. All right? You take care. You fight the good fight. And once again, I love what you said about Hillary Clinton. That thieving witch does not need to be president of the United States. Now, Donald Trump has never been an admitted racist. All right? I'm a Trumpster, no doubt. All right? You take care. Use your free speech, your First Amendment, and know that all of the amendments to the Constitution, according to Hillary Clinton, are subject to interpretation. So let's not do that. Let's not vote that woman into office. Because one of these days, something like what I'm saying right now might be illegal. All right, you take care. And also that free speech that you're taking care of, that you're saying is all about you, that could be illegal too. So let's take it one day at a time. Let's do the right thing. You take care. Have a good day.